Now, looking at Ethereum on the weekly time frame, I have been talking about Ethereum like recently, and it's fascinating knowing that Ethereum is showing bullish, like it's strong, holding above the 5-day EMA. See, price has been rejecting above the 5-day EMA. The moment we are breaking and closing below the 5-day EMA, then the next target is going to be the 13-day EMA. That's how it works. Like if you look at previous price action, this is what has been going on. Like every asset you look at, these are the levels that the market makers need to get to before they make the next move, right? And these areas represent support and resistance based on previous price action. So if we are going to see Ethereum, break and close, let's say at least below 100 below 4,200, then there's high chances we're gonna visit this target here around 3,800, or let's say give or take $4,000, right? We might see Ethereum go right down to $4,000, but I think looking at current price action, if Ethereum goes down to, let's say, about $3,800, it's gonna be good for Ethereum. It's gonna reset most of these moving averages here. That let me see, like the alpha trend below. You can see it looks so bullish. Like that's why I think if you look at the trend below here, let me take this off now. You look at the trend below here, you know, you see, it looks so bullish for Ethereum. It's gonna be difficult for Ethereum to just break and just close that like that. So I think there's still a long way for Ethereum to go before we see Ethereum get into the bear market. That's why I think Ethereum can literally go to about $6,000, $7,000, in no time. Because looking at this, you can see this is lots of liquidity here, for them to bring it right down here, like to bring it right down here, it would take a lot of time on the weekly time for it to bring it back down, right down to close below. Right. So this is still a long way to go. A lot of liquidity. That's why I think where Ethereum is at currently, is bullish. But now if we drop down to this time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame, I want you guys to see something. Now you can see that first of all, the Trendillo has created this zone here, usually over board area. When you saw this move down with retracement, it formed a divergence. Yeah, it has been forming divergence ever since. You can see, So now we are, trading below this 0.00 line, and based on the way I trade with the Trendillo, when price is below this 0.00 line, this line in the middle, if price is below it, then it means I have to be looking for short opportunity more than longs, right? And if I'm looking for longs, it will be like scalping that coin. But in this case, if I'm looking for longs for Ethereum, it means I want to be scalping Ethereum, right? But the general trend for Ethereum now is downward. I can say this with you guys, or to you guys with certainty, that we are downward, except or unless this trend change. Now, going to the chart of Ethereum now, looking at this, what do you see, guys? What do you see? You can see that we have vectors here, right? And we have also the 50-day moving average, So I think today or this week, Ethereum must or should at least reset back to the 50-day moving average before we experience any continuation to the upside. So this is what might happen. You might see Ethereum do something like this, drop down to this time frame, move up, and it's not able to go and make higher highs, then drop now down to about 3,800. By then, maybe this moving average here must have made its way up there, all right? And then Ethereum can then continue up, not able to break, come back here, then break now and go and attempt the next all-time high. So this is my roadmap for Ethereum. This is what I'm looking at for Ethereum to play out. But guys, it's not a must that things should go this way. I'm just trying to give you guys based on how like based on my experience on the chart, how price moves, and so on.